Well, this is the first race that we've had so far this season that we returned to a track that we already ran, and in my opinion, this was definitely better than the first one, but there are a lot of things going out through the field with rivalries, some blocking, and some other stuff. We have a lot to talk about after Chase Elliott gets his hometown win, finally, at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Hey guys, NASCAR Mobile 48 back again. We're back to another episode of NRR. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the 2022, Quaker State 400. I forgot, Quaker State is now the official sponsor for the second Atlanta race because they left Kentucky and stuff. But yeah, we're going to be reviewing this race. What a race overall. Chase Elliott gets the win. I did not watch stage one. I entered in about, like a quarter of the way into stage two, so I missed the big wreck and stuff. But we'll get into that later. So basically, in today's video, we're going to be reviewing our top 10. We're going to rate the race. We have two big stories of the race. We have one dealing with a rivalry and one dealing with blocking, but we'll get into those later. And then also we'll look at our drivers of the day, and at the end of the race, the end of the video, we'll take a look at our playoff standings coming out of Atlanta and going into New Hampshire next weekend. So let's go ahead and dive on into this review. Finishing first was Chase Elliott. What a day for Chase Elliott. Just really a dominating day under the scenes and stuff, or behind the scenes, to be honest, because just first of all, Chase Elliott has been on a roll these past few races. I mean, he finished 8th at Sonoma, he won of course at Nashville, finished 2nd to Reddick last week at Road America, and rebounds to get the win at Atlanta. Literally, in his last 4 races, he has an average finish of 3rd. I mean, literally, he's on a roll. He won stage 1, I believe, because he was on the pole because the qualifying was rained out and stuff. And then we've had these wrecks here and there. Elliott left without a scratch and was able to win stage number 2. So you just saw Elliott was just on a tear. Him and LaJoy were having a really good battle, especially in stage 3. It was just them. Also, it was Truex and Chastain also going against Chase Elliott. So Elliott, he was battling a lot of guys, but he did what he could. But one thing I want to talk about with Chase Elliott is that he finally gets the win at Atlanta. He wins at Atlanta. He joins his father as the second father-son duo to win at Atlanta, which are the Earnhardts, now the Elliott's. 16th career win, 3rd of 2022, meaning that now he has the most wins so far this season, looking like a really good championship threat. Second Georgia-born driver this weekend to win. Austin Hill won in yesterday's race, so that's a really cool. Also, first win at Atlanta, like I already mentioned before. And also, this is technically, in a way, his first superspeedway win since Talladega back in 2019, when that race also ended under cautions like this one. And just Elliott has just been on a roll this summer, you have to admit, and stuff. And also, this is the first Hendrick Motorsports win at Atlanta since Johnson's win in 2016 when he got his 76th win, tying Dale Earnhardt at the time. So really cool, historic day for Chase Elliott and just Hendrick Motorsports overall. We'll see if Chase Elliott's luck can continue going into New Hampshire. I don't know how good he is at New Hampshire, but hopefully he has a good day. Finishing in runner-up was Ross Chastain. We have a lot to talk about Ross Chastain now. The drama, we'll get to that later in the video. But for Ross Chastain, just like Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain has been on a tear as well in these last 5 races. I mean, literally, the last 5 races, he has an average finish of 5.2. 8th at WWT, 7th at Sonoma, 5th at Nashville, 4th at Road America, and 2nd here today. He started 2nd in this race, like I said, with the qualifying being rained out. And he also finished 2nd in the Atlanta race earlier this season. So just, wow. I mean, you have to admit, even though Chastain had his run-ins with Truex and Almorow and Hamlin, but he still was able to get a nice solid 2nd place finish after he had damage early in the race. So talk about commitment and a comeback for Chastain. So well put for Ross Chastain. Now for his drama we've had with him, we'll get into that later in the video. Finishing in 3rd was Austin Cindric. I'm not sure what really happened to Austin Cindric because I didn't see the beginning of the race. Apparently, I think he had to go to the rear of the field for something, so I'm not sure how that worked because he was supposed to start 5th in this race, but he had to start at the back, so I'm not sure what happened there. But overall, he was able to come back from that with all the incidents happening, him staying clean and stuff, and able to get a nice solid 3rd place finish. So nice solid finish for Austin Cindric and the 2-team, and really, the last few races have been really good for them. 5th at Sonoma, 7th at Nashville, 7th at Road America, and a 3rd place finish here today. Cindric is starting to put up some stats, really good stats in these last few races, so hopefully his luck can continue going into New Hampshire next week. Finishing P4 was Eric Jones. What a day for Eric Jones. I don't get it. But sometimes during these types of races where he'll start like mid-pack or probably farther than mid-pack, like today he started 25th, he comes up all the way to get a 4th place finish. He had a really strong day. I mean, there have been other races where he like started 21st, finished 7th and stuff. So you just got to give it up for him and stuff. And also, this is his best finish since Fontana. Literally, at Fontana, he started second in that race and finished 3rd. Today, he finally gets his first top 5 since Fontana, so really good momentum for them. I just don't think it's going to be enough because I believe they're still like around like 70-something points below the cut line, so it's win, win, win at this point. So we'll see how they'll do at New Hampshire next week. And rounding out the top 5 and 5th was Ryan Blaney. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Blaney was involved in any incidents today, so really, all Team Penske cars, well, except Logano, were really relatively clean today. So nice solid finish for Ryan Blaney and the 12 team. Another top 5 finish. So that's what, 3 top 5 finishes the last 5 races. So really good looking for Ryan Blaney and the 12 team. Still trying to break through to get their first win of the season, but they're over 100 points above the cut line. So I think they're just looking really good right now. So all they just need to do is stay consistent, stay strong, and possibly see if they can get a win here and there. I mean, we're going to New Hampshire. He was really strong there back in 2020. I'm not sure how he did last season, but 2020 he was really strong there. So we'll see how Blaney will do at New Hampshire. Finishing in 6th was Daniel Suarez. Another driver that has been relatively quiet was Daniel Suarez. I mean, he started 7th in this race, and really, I didn't really see him that much up front. I mean, I know I didn't see the first stage, but stage 2, stage 3, he wasn't really running up front. He was like mid-pack and stuff. Heck, I forgot what paint scheme he was running. I think he was running that same paint scheme he ran at Fontana, that, I don't know, some insurance company or something. But a nice clean day for Suarez at the end of the day, as he was able to climb back up and get a nice solid top 10 finish, finishing 6th, which is pretty good for them. So 2 straight top 10 finishes for the 2019. Now, finishing in 7th was Justin Haley. You just got to give it up for Justin Haley at these types of tracks. I mean, literally, these are his bread and butter types of tracks. I mean, literally, since 2020, or maybe even 2019, Justin Haley has just been a competitor at these super speedway races. I mean, he has 2 wins in Xfinity at Talladega and Daytona combined, giving him 4 super speedway races wins, and also he has a win at Daytona in 2019, so can't count that out. So he's really good at the super speedways. He was pretty competitive throughout the day, ran like top 15, didn't really have the top 10 speed as others, but was still up there competitive and was able to get into the top 10 when he had the chance. And also, this is his first top 10 finish since he got that 3rd place finish at the Goodyear 400 in Darlington. So nice strong finish for the 31 team for Colleague. Finishing in 8th was Almorow. Eric Almorow, a nice solid finish for them as well. He was also running like in the top 20, so it wasn't really that competitive, but he had some things come his way. First top 10 finish since, I believe, Gateway, so first top 10 since St. Louis, and just had a decent car. He did have a bit of a run-in with Chastain off camera. I didn't see anything. All I heard was that over the radio he wasn't happy, and then I believe it was a spotter talking about we'll see him in the food line, grocery line. So I don't know what kind of dig that was, but that was a really funny quote. So I'm not sure what happened there between Almorow and Chastain, but Almorow said like Chastain like pushed him or something. But we'll see if there's any more replays and stuff. But a solid finish for the 10 team. Now they're headed to New Hampshire where they won last year. So can they pull it off? We'll see. Okay, guys, bring in the next driver who finished P9 today. Wait, what? Do my eyes deceive me, or is that Cole Custer? No, wait, let me check stats. Does he already has a top 10 this season. Oh, he finished 7th. Oh, wait, that's the All-Star win. Wait, what? You're telling me this is Cole Custer's first top 10 since Dover of last year? Oh my God. Okay, jokes aside, even though he shouldn't be in the 41 car next year, Cole Custer gets his first top 10 since Dover of last year, so it's technically been over a year since Cole Custer's finished in the top 10. Wow. I don't know what to say, but Custer did it. I don't know how. I don't know if he was a factor in this race, but he did it. Got a top 10, finally. I'm still amazed. I mean, Hold on. I have to wake up. Like literally, I just got back from playing a soccer game. Come on, wake up. Is he actually in the top? Yes, he is. Oh my gosh. Cole Custer, top 10. First one since May of last year. Wow. Incredible, just incredible scenes here, folks. And finishing in 10th was Burton? Harrison Burton? Hold on. From that Cole Custer thing, are my eyes still deceiving me? Alright, no, Harrison Burton. Okay, Harrison Burton finishes in the top 10. Strong run for them. Him and Ty Gillen were running up, I believe, during stage 2. So a nice, strong run for Harrison Burton. Because like they said before on the broadcast, like, Harrison Burton, he's good at these super speedways. I mean, we saw he had that speed in the Daytona 500, but unfortunately flipped. So that was unfortunate still, but still able to get a nice solid top 10 finish for the Wood Brothers team, so congrats to them. I don't think Harrison Burton has a top 10 this season. I'm actually checking 39, 33, 16, 29, 25, 17, 18, 26, 20, 34, 24, 14, 21, 13, 11, 25, 28, 25, 22. Yeah, this is first top 10 of the season, so congrats to Harrison Burton. Gets his first career top 10 here at Atlanta Super Speedway, so well done for them. And now let's rate this race. So I've already mentioned before, I haven't seen like this full race from start to finish. I came in during stage 2, but this racing, I would admit, was a little bit better than earlier this season. I mean, I barely remember that race anyway in March, but this was some good racing. We had some good passing. I mean, I love that battle between Chase Elliott and Corey LaJoie. The crowd going wild. I mean, you saw the crowd at Atlanta, guys. There were not a lot of people, so that has me worried about Atlanta Motor Speedway. But we heard them when Chase Elliott took the lead and him, Corey LaJoie were going back and forth. Then we had the battle with Chastain, Truex. We had a lot of stuff happen today. It was a really good race, in my opinion. Definitely, we'll see if we'll keep this Atlanta. No, I mean, of course we're going to keep the Atlanta, but I wonder if we're going to have 2 dates next year. I wonder if we're going to go unrestricted, like Kurt Busch said in his post-race interview in March, but I'm not sure about that. We'll see. The fans enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was pretty decent. So if I had to rate this race out of 10 for Chase Elliott Stakes, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Solid 9 out of 10. Nothing best, nothing better, nothing worse. I'm guessing. I don't know. It's just hard to really grade some of these super speedway or mile and a half super speedway races and stuff. But it was a good show in my opinion. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comment section below. Okay, so for this first mini story of the race, we're going to talk about the battle between Chase Elliott and Corey LaJoie. It was really entertaining to watch and stuff, but at one point, I believe it was when they took it with, 3 laps to go, Corey LaJoie, I thought he was going to stay on the outside. I thought he was clear, but they put it at an angle to where it's kind of hard for me to tell. So it kind of looked like that he just gave Elliott the top, and Elliott was able to take the lead away. I don't know. It was really hard to tell and stuff because I thought LaJoie gave Elliott the outside line, but maybe it was just the way the angle was. So hard to say and stuff. Also, Elliott threw a late block at Corey LaJoie, and he spun out and collected Kurt Busch and stuff. Well... that's going to happen and stuff, but Chase Elliott said in his interview, it was either throw a late block and get the win or just give it up and let them take the win. I mean, literally, NASCAR's giving us these races to where drivers have to make these decisions. You go for the win or you let this guy take the win away from you. Obviously, you're going to go for the win, so I don't know why some fans are upset for Chase Elliott making that block. I mean, I know it was a late block and stuff, but some are saying, oh, let's compare Kyle Larson's one. All right, for that one, Kyle Larson wasn't going for the win at that point, but when he did that, that was just unawareness that Chase Elliott was there. Like, that was on Larson and the spotter. This one, Elliott just did it just to go for the win and stuff. So I'm not trying to, like, say I'm, like, dick riding on Chase Elliott or trying to, like, just... because that's what, like, NASCAR and NBC, it kind of sounded like they were, sucking off of Elliott, but let's keep this PG and stuff. But at the end of the day, I just want some fans to understand, what would you do in that situation? Would you throw a late block and go for the win at your hometown, or will you just let the driver who has not won a race in his career just go around and just, like, potentially beat you for the win? And so, I mean, it's a weird way to put it, but that's just how I saw it and stuff. So I think what Chase Elliott did was wrong? I mean, if he was just going for the win, then I don't think he did anything wrong. I mean, literally, some other drivers have done it before, and they don't regret it, so it's hard to say. And so next up, we're going to be talking about just Denny Hamlin and just Ross Chastain. I mean, literally, you cannot defend Chastain anymore. I mean, he just got up into Hamlin's quarter panel because, like, Chastain kind of got loose. Not loose. He kind of got tight. at that point and stuff, like if you're like right here on their bumper and you get tight and you move up the track, lift. If you don't lift, you're gonna go up into them and take them out and stuff. So I don't know what Chastain was doing. It's just hard to defend him at points. I mean, literally, it's just annoying now. I mean, he just took him out and then also took out poor Brad Keselowski, who was having a strong day. So, oh boy. I mean, I'm telling you, Hamlin could have fought Chastain at the end of today's race, but no, I'm telling you guys, Hamlin is saving up all this anger, all of this resentment of trying to go after Chastain. He is going to save it up to when it matters most, and he's going to dump Chastain at the worst time possible for that number one team. And Chastain has to expect it. I mean, literally, just it comes to some of these drivers who make over-aggressive mistakes, like going back to Noah Gragson and Sage Karam at Road America. Punishment. I feel like punishment's going to do something good to that. I'm not sure. We'll see. I don't know. But hearing from Noah Gragson, it seems like he's not going to change. So I don't know if he'll do the same for Chastain and stuff. But just not only did Chastain get into Denny Hamlin, if you guys could just give me a second, he also got into Martin Truex Jr. Because when he did, it's just so blatantly obviously, if you're going to push someone, don't push them so hard when you're going into a turn. That's what Logano's done. There's so many drivers over the last couple of years, and he's caused big wrecks, okay? Don't push someone like that hard when you guys are going at high speeds in turns, and that's obviously going to go to throw Truex off and cause a big pileup of the field. And also, this guy was not happy about that, Austin Dillon, because he was caught up in that wreck, and he just said got caught up in the Chastain's mess, so he was not happy. So that's three drivers you pissed off today. I don't know if Truex was really pissed off. And also pissed off Eric Almorow, like I said earlier. So Chastain versus the world. What can you say about this? Will Chastain change? I don't know. This is a guy who can compete for a championship, but this is literally going to be a Clint Bowyer, Jeff Gordon thing, where Clint Bowyer is making these run-ins with Jeff Gordon that Jeff Gordon's got so pissed off that he's going to make sure he does not win that championship. Keselowski went on and won the championship. So that's something Chastain has to watch out for. Literally, after Clint Bowyer got taken out, he never competed for a NASCAR championship ever since. Literally. So you just don't know. I mean, literally, you just do not know. It's hard to say. It's hard to defend him at this point. And literally, I swear, if Justin Marks defends Chastain again, I'm going to freaking lose it. Because there is no excuse that you should be defending Chastain for making these run-ins with four drivers. Four drivers. I mean, well, technically three, but pissed off another because he caused a wreck. So seriously, you cannot defend him for running into three drivers in one day. Marks has to have a sit-down conversation with Chastain, okay? I know he's good, he's talented, he has it, but he just takes his over-aggressive levels to an extent to where it's not necessary. I mean, it can be necessary at times, but not at this point. Like, literally, come on. Also, what kind of makes this race low-key really funny is that when Bell spun out and caused that caution, he lost the tire on pit road with Bubba's whole crew. Oh, it's just a matter of time. And what makes it even funnier is that Wallace was like, he was in the pit stall ahead of Christopher Bell. Oh man, but there's going to be no suspension since the tire didn't leave pit road. I mean, it was a suspension for Denny Hamlin because when he was coming out of pit road, the tire was also rolling away and left pit road as well. So it does suck for Christopher Bell. He has to deal with that. So hopefully they can clean it up. But they're going to New Hampshire, so hopefully they don't screw Christopher Bell because Bell is really good in New Hampshire. But we'll just have to wait and see and stuff. And damn, you cannot make this crap up. Okay, so for underdog driver of the day, I got to give it to Cole Custer. Like I said, first top 10 since May Dover last year. Got to give it to Cole Custer. First top 10 in over a year. For unlucky driver of the day, I got to give it to my boy Alex Bowman. Poor Bowman, just he was running really well at the end of stage 2. Just tire went down, nothing Bowman could do. Just got into the wall, and then he went, multiple laps down, and then damaged vehicle policy once again takes him out. That's the second time the damaged vehicle policy has taken him out of a race. That's the second time in, 3 weeks. So that does suck. I hate it for Bowman, because, man, the summer has just not been it for him. I mean, literally, these are his only 2 DNFs of the season. Because, yeah, these are literally his, no, actually, no. No, he has another DNF. This is third DNF of the season, so it just sucks for the 48 team. But I would say Ty Dillon as well as another unlucky driver because of damaged vehicle policy. But he got it caught up in two wrecks with like Bush and McLeod earlier, and then one with I believe it was the 15 of Garrett Smithley. And I don't know if it's true, but Garrett Smithley and his spotter may have gotten mad at Ty Dillon for causing the wreck. Literally, they were Smithley was the one who got loose, and Ty Dillon had nowhere to go. So I don't know who said that on the radio, but whoever said that's clearly just not in the right mind. And I have to admit, love him, hate him, gotta give props to Chastain. Finished second, so he's my comeback driver of the day because he was running pretty high at first, got caught up in a big wreck, or he caused the big wreck, better to say, and then was still able to finish second place. This time he didn't need to finish second because of Christopher Bell going underneath the line, or yellow line, or red white line, whatever line it is. Chastain still gets a nice solid second place after recovering from a big wreck, so he is my comeback driver of the day. And then, overall driver of the day, you gotta give it to Chase Elliott. Literally, Chase Elliott had the strongest car. He swept both stages and won the race, and was technically on pole. He didn't win the pole, but he was technically on pole. So this is the first time we've seen Chase Elliott sweep all three stages in the race since he won at Watkins Glen back in 2019. He won the pole for that one, won both stages, and won the race. So, dominating performance by the 19. Alright, so here are the playoff standings coming out of Atlanta and going into New Hampshire. Got Chase Elliott, of course, in the front with 3 wins. Then you have Chastain, Byron, Logano, and Hamlin all with 2 wins. Kyle Larson leads the drivers with 1 win. They also have Reddick with his wins, Suarez, Kurt Busch, Briscoe, Kyle Busch, Alex Bowman, and Austin Cindric. Then we have Blaney at 14th, plus 131 over the cut line. Then you have Martrix Jr. in 15th with plus 62. And then Christopher Bell 16th, plus 18. So Bell has actually lost points because he also had another incident after the race with Hamlin and Logano. And then you have the cut line right here. You have Harvick minus 18, Almorow minus 43, Jones minus 77, and then Austin Dillon now minus 117. So really, I believe right now these 3 drivers have to win. I mean, I think that's blatantly clear. Unless something happens with these 2 over here, I think these drivers have to win, especially Austin Dillon. Harvick still has a shot of pointing his way in because Bell did not have a good day, and probably another bad day for Bell and a good day for Harvick could be beneficiary for the Ford team. But Bell is good at New Hampshire. He finished second there last year, so we shall see. But that's going to do it for today's video. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. If you guys want to check out my gaming channel or my Instagram, both links to those will be in the description below. Subscribe to this channel. I do really appreciate you guys. The last video did really well, so I do appreciate y'all. Who do you guys still think will make the Project 91 team, or be in the car next year for 2023? And who's going to win in New Hampshire next week? Bell looks pretty strong, but we'll just have to wait and see because New Hampshire, I still think, is a wild card because we'll see how this one races. It'll probably race like Gateway, so maybe a driver like Logano, Kyle Busch, they can do good. We'll see. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. So see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. This is NASCAR Mobile 48. Peace out.